Hey guys, welcome back to the CulePodcast. Welcome back to season 3, episode 39. On today's episode, we're going to be talking, a little bit more about the whole Xavi and Laporta situation. Just, this is the first time we're able to talk about it since, the breaking news came that Laporta, has decided, to change his mind and is now looking for a new manager. But guys, before we get started on the episode, talk about everything. Make sure to follow us on all the social media platforms. Everything's posted down below in the description. Go over there and check us out. And as well, if you guys want to join and also comment and discuss with us, feel free. Just go on X, click on the streamer link, just like Saket did. Saket, welcome back. Welcome to the channel. First time you're on. What's up?
Second time. I was be here before.
Oh, was this the second time the second time
I
that you
think
were
that
on?
UCL game after it. I think some UCL
Oh.
after some UCL game.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, welcome back. And obviously you have Sebi at the top right, who is a regular. Sebi, say what's up.
So, guys,
Okay, perfect. Well, guys, earlier today on the latest news video that I did make, I basically talked about Laporta, basically setting a date for the meeting with Xavi at the end of the season. Laporta, he's gonna meet with Xavi, at the end of the season to basically discuss Xavi's future, make like a final decision, and basically sort out the manager for next season. Sebi, I wasn't able to get your whole thoughts on the situation, and it's like I wasn't able to ask you either. But what do you guys make of Laporta doing the complete 180 and now looking for a new manager?
idiotic.
Idiotic. Okay, explain that.
I just, what made him change his mind? Do you have any information on that?
Well, the reports were that it was his words after the game against Almeria, because he said,
Oh, what he
yeah,
said? Okay.
yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my God, that guy is such a crybaby. Xavi's like literally telling the truth about what's actually happening to the club,
Hmm.
and this man is complaining. Like
Yeah.
people don't know that already.
But it's not only
Now,
because of that, Sebi, but it's also because of how Xavi's managed Vitor Roque. And he's also, upset at some of the rhetoric and words that Xavi said, in the press conferences. Like sometimes it's like Xavi lacks
yeah,
a little bit all the criticism and everything like that.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I just think it's dumb, and then we're gonna be spending more money on the sacking.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Um,
You,
what? There's no point of
mhm.
sacking.
No point in second him. So, second thoughts?
I think it's okay to criticize and we should criticize Xavi for performance in game. But I don't think Xavi really wanted Victor Roque. He wanted
Yeah.
a DM. And
Yeah, 100%.
since Deco came, I think it feels like none of the signing request by Xavi are not accepted. It feels like this.
Well, oh, wait. No, well, I mean, basically, like Barcelona, they don't have like tons of money to go out spending. So, Laporta, like, of course, it's completely normal for Xavi to go say, hey, I want this player, I want that player. But at the same time, you have to understand that you can't really go and sign everyone out in the market.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree to that. But again, we spend like lot of money on Victor Roque. Instead of that, we should have signed at least a decent deal, not like Oriel Romeo or something.
Okay. So you would have opted for a different signing rather than, put faith in Vitor
Yeah, I
Roque.
know. He is 18 years old, and I think it was like a response for Real Madrid, index signing. We
Yeah.
didn't really needed a youngster in our team. We have like too many youngsters already,
Okay.
and it was like authority stamping decision from Deco, like that. Now, like I am here, now I am beginning my signing, first signing, and all that.
Okay. And what do you make of the whole gesture from Laporta, trying now to sack Xavi? Like do you think Laporta getting rid of Xavi is a smart decision, or do you think
Again,
like Sebi where it's idiotic?
again, I think that Xavi was not really Laporta's candidate for managerialship.
Wow,
When
really?
Laporta came, yeah, when he came to the presidencyship, I don't think he really thought that he will win because his only plan was that I will renew Messi. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
other than that, it was nothing really many things in his manifesto or something. and Xavi was actually Victor Font's candidate for managership,
Yep.
but
Hmm.
Laporta couldn't bring anyone, and he knew that even if we fail 1 or 2 seasons, if Xavi is manager, people won't criticize us,
Yeah. No.
because of that he bought him. And at that time also there was many reports that he wants a German manager and all that, and again same rumors are beginning again.
I actually want to talk about that point that Saket meant, that Saket said, but Xavi, when he first came to Barcelona, there were already division on whether Xavi should be the manager of Barcelona. There was already division. People were already saying, is this the guy to really come to Barcelona? There were already some disagreements, and when Xavi he made that decision with Laporta, to stay. It wasn't a unanimous decision. There were already controversy like that. And, from here on out, I personally think it's going to be difficult to see Xavi stay on. But, as I said, Laporta, in order to sack Xavi, he's going to need to pay 20 million euros. That's going to
I
be the
don't think
legal
he's gonna
cost.
sack him. He's definitely not sacking him.
But if you're Xavi, do you stay?
Yeah, stay this year and then leave.
Okay, okay, okay. I'm gonna say the timeline right here. Just so you guys can like understand it. On January 27th, Xavi announces that he will leave at the end of the season. From January to April, on 5 occasions, he is asked if he will continue, and he always confirms no. He says this. We have
Yeah,
those 3 months where we talk about that. On April 24th, he has the dinner with the board. Xavi convinces Laporta to stay, but part of the board do not agree. This is when they went, to Laporta's house. They had this whole like party. They
yeah.
had the sushi. They had everything. On April the 25th, they had a joint press conference by Xavi and Laporta, both enthusiastic about the 2024-2025 project. Remember when they both they have that photo with all three together? That's when that happens. On May 15th, this month, Xavi in a press conference says that if there are no changes in the team signings, the results will not change. And on May 17th, Laporta reportedly plans to fire him. Bro, in this period of 4 months, Laporta has done a complete 180. And the reason why we talk about this, guys, is because this is not something a professional club would do. A professional club like Barcelona, everything you imagine is structured or like orderly. They're already looking at 2024, 2025, and even 2025 and 2026. They're looking long term. Just thinking just like, hey, is this manager going to be seeing us for 2 years, 3 years? If things go wrong, do we have backups? They're looking at our youth programs, seeing which players can be coming up in a couple of seasons. Just in Barcelona right now, it's a complete mess. Second, thoughts?
I think it's okay to have confusion between board members, but that's why we elect the president, right?
Yeah.
Because to make a decision,
Mm-hmm.
and it
100%.
cannot be dependent on 2 results and 3 results. When we got knocked out, now he wants to sack Xavi, but when we were performing good, he was like begging. He was saying that I will beg Xavi to stay and all.
Yeah. Yeah.
So either he should have let him go when Xavi announced that he will leave, and shouldn't have asked him to stay. Now he asked him to stay. He shouldn't fire him at least for this season.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. 100%. Because
Next
now,
season, also none
continue.
of also no good managers are available. So rather keep
Okay.
Xavi for this season, and let's see what happens. And at least give him a DM this season, and then let's see what he does.
Okay. Okay. Sebi, thoughts on the tweet right there? Did just
I
on
mean,
everything?
I don't know. We're so unprofessional.
We're so
The the president clearly doesn't know what he's doing.
it's so
That's all I
different.
gotta say.
Yeah, it's so different from Laporta's first tenure, his
Yeah,
first golden tenure.
because there's no problem because we had money, we
Hmm.
had a great manager, and we had the greatest players of all time in one
No,
team.
absolutely. You had Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets, you had Messi, you had Pep Guardiola. Bro, it's
Even the managers after Pep Guardiola were good. Tito
yeah,
Villanoa,
uh,
Martino,
No.
Like they weren't bad managers. Now we got Xavi. The only managerial experience he had was a team in Qatar. So
Um, what's up, Hakim? What will happen to Roberto if Xavi leaves after last match? Xavi defended Roberto. Well, according to recent reports, it seems that Sergio Roberto is going to be renewing with the club, which honestly, I'm very
Do you
skeptical
guys
of.
really think Roberto is the main problem, or wages of like players like Frankie De Jong and Robert Lewandowski and all these players is more problem? Because Roberto at least useful in some situation, like bottom 10 La Liga teams at least as a substitute and all.
No, 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 100%. The wages of Lewandowski and Frankie De Jong, the players like the wages of those type of players, that is going to be a problem, and that has to be something that we're going to be discussing in the summer.
Elias,
Well,
send the link to Alvaro through the chat because apparently Twitter's acting up and I don't have Twitter on my phone.
um, okay. Wait, I sent it through his email.
I don't think he's checking that. He's at.
You know,
Yeah.
He, send it
I
to.
seen the wages. I have seen the wages of multiple players, and Roberto is earning like a academy player right now.
There. I did. I sent it in the chat. If he can just click that, he can just join. Um, but yeah, like as I was saying, the topic with Frankie De Jong, Frankie De Jong, he hasn't given a response on whether he's going to be renewing his contract, and so that's going to be something that we're going to be talking in the summer because under no circumstances can we allow Frankie De Jong to leave on a free. And we're going to be talking about Robert Lewandowski. We're going to be talking about how his wages are going to be increasing like crazy,
I would sell
and
him.
of course, if you sell, well, here's the thing: which striker would you get in to bring Lewandowski?
Which striker?
Yeah,
There's not many on the market that are pretty good right now.
yeah. I mean, we're struggling for strikers right now.
I mean,
Um,
there are multiple, but they will cost a lot of money.
yeah, yeah, and that's money that Barcelona they just simply don't have. The problem with Roberto is if he scores against minnows like Lewa does, he gets contract extension and gets regular start against big teams, and that's a problem. That's a problem.
Yeah, that's the problem. We should not start him against big team.
No,
But
no,
because of injuries and all, at the end he started on multiple games.
yeah, 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 absolutely. And then just we basically can't compete like that. But
It's not like Xavi want to start him. At the start of La Liga, we know he sat on the bench most of the matches. But when we got injuries, rather
yeah,
than starting kids, at least
mhm,
start experienced player, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I completely agree with that. But now guys switching the conversation because Laporta he's basically decided to sack Xavi. It's going to be very hard for Laporta to change his mind. Apparently, that's what's being said in the media. That that meeting is just basically going to be Laporta just telling Xavi, hey, we're no longer going to continue. And so the question I asked to you guys, who who would you guys take as the next manager? Because right now, these are the managerial candidates of each of the key Barcelona figures. Laporta, he wants to go down the German route. He wants to go for a Hansi Flick or a Thomas Tuchel. Rafa Juste, he wants to keep Xavi. Deco, he wants to go for Rafa Marquez, or for example, a Thiago Mota. Well, what do you guys make of those managers?
Bro, Deco is an insider, bro. He hates the club. I genuinely think bro. Fire that man before he does anything worse. What we have to do is convince Jurgen Klopp to not give up managing, bring him to Barcelona,
Oh, Sebi,
reinvent the club.
Sebi, do you know how hard that is gonna to
That's
bring?
gonna be hard, but we have to suck his dick, bro.
Guys, he is running out of energy.
The man.
Yeah,
We gotta
for
raise the man.
no, but like I'm going with what Saket said. Like for example, I'd love Jurgen Klopp to manage Barcelona, but at this point in time, like Jurgen Klopp, he's so exhausted from managing Liverpool for so many years,
It's
competing
just
against
a
Pep
dream.
Guardiola and against Man City, that I think it will be helpful for him to take a break, take a year, take or two
But
years off.
he already announced that he's taking a year off either way,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
no,
just
yeah,
he's
he's
not.
announced.
saying
He's
if we can
at,
convince
at
him.
this At this point, it's not even money because I know for a fact that Liverpool offer him a good amount to come back, and he said no. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't think unless you told yo, yeah, Prime Messi's coming back to the club, but obviously it's impossible. So
No.
yeah, no, he's taking a year off. Honestly, bro, at this point, we all know who the best available option is. So,
Oh, and who is that?
I'm
Also,
okay. I like
uh,
Thomas Tuchel. I don't think he's a bad manager.
yo, we're not getting Tuchel, bro. I'm telling you that right now. I'm good. He's been passed around more than a whore, bro. He's
Yeah,
gone to
but you won
Chelsea,
a Champions League.
PSG, Bayern.
You won a Champions League with a shitty Chelsea
Doesn't
team.
matter, bro. Also, 1 year wonder. I'm not.
One
let's
I'll,
go
season
with
wonder.
I'll,
next.
I'll get flipped over Tuchel, bro.
I like
Okay.
Tuchel. I don't care who
Um,
we.
I have no thoughts on Laporta doing a 180 on and deciding basically now to get rid of Xavi. What do you make of that?
Yeah, honestly, it shows you that he's not a good president. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Cause
Okay.
for you to come out publicly, well, first of all, after Xavi announced that he was leaving in January, he spent the next 4 months dick riding Xavi so that Xavi would stay.
Yeah.
So Xavi decides to stay. You made your bed, now lie in your bed. Like
Okay.
stay with that decision. And now all these issues about Xavi being too public and whatever, it's embarrassing that a club the size of Barca appoints a manager that was leaving and now it's gonna let him go again. I have been backing up Laporta for a while now, but this is the last straw. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but as the face of Barca, now you have Madrid and all your other rival clubs laughing at you, cause everybody was saying Xavi stay mockingly. He does stay for the better of the club, and now he's leaving again. That's embarrassing. So
Yeah.
honestly, just just get a. I want Flip. I think we all agree that that's the best available option.
Okay.
But honestly, bro, at this point, just get a coach before the summer window opens. So,
So you think we should sack him and owe 20 million?
bro, it's not the thing is at this point, Laporta's already made his mind again about letting him go. So you can't just have that division between the higher ups and the coach. If they're not
Bro,
even seeing,
but then we're gonna spend 20 million,
yeah,
bro.
bro, but that's the thing. If
Don't
you're not
even
even
think
seeing,
20 million.
yo, if we think that the Vitor Roque problem between Deco and Xavi was bad, imagine the problem between the president and Xavi. Like that at that point, you can't even play football with a calm mind if the signings that you want don't correspond with your president because the two of you are beefing. It's just a really bad situation. So
No, but like going to the point with what Sebi said, what money, that money is money that supposed to be spending in the transfer market. Spending on, for example, a Nico Williams. If we get like one or two sales that go
no,
in our way.
I'm telling you, I at this point I want to keep him just for the sake of no more turnover on the club. I
Okay.
would say keep him, but bro, if this carries on into the summer, what's gonna be the topic? A new coach or new players? So
But do you think that Xavi would even stay? For example, because like for would you
This contract is
as a
1 year, right?
yeah,
This
his
contract
Yeah,
is
he
contract.
has a contract for 1 year.
Yeah, his
okay.
contract ends in 2025. Just the thing is, like, for example, just
That is
knowing,
also
just
hilarious that like 1 month ago, one or at start of the season they renewed him for 1 more year, and now
yeah,
they are trying to sack him.
yeah. But for like, as I was saying, would you even stay if you were Xavi? Would you stay knowing that the president doesn't want to keep you?
that's what I'm
Okay.
saying. Yeah,
Okay,
wait,
but
go
leave
go
for
go,
free.
Sebi, go.
Leave for
Do
free.
you think so?
No, no,
No, no.
no,
I
and
was
now
just
now
gonna say, Xavi,
if
if you're hearing this and you hate Laporta, just leave for free, bro. And we don't get to pay you anything. Don't make us
yeah,
suffer.
Don't make us suffer.
Yo,
leave.
honestly, knowing Xavi, he's the type of guy because he loves that club more than anything. Even though he hasn't done everything that he could to make the
Hmm.
club win, whatever, he'd be the type of guy to either take a pay cut or leave for free for the sake of the club. It's just, bro, there's already bad blood going on, so it's just
Hmm.
drama, and we really don't need that drama with how bad our team is right now. But
Yeah.
it is what it is, man.
Yeah, one of
You
the
know,
things
I
about
want,
this,
I want, I want
yeah, go for
Xavi
it.
to leave for, I want Xavi to leave for free, but I want Laporta to sack Xavi. Then people will see the true colors of Laporta.
Oh no, the true colors are already out, bro. When you spend 4 months trying to recruit a
Yeah.
manager that's leaving, and once you accomplish that, less than a month later, you're waiting for him to
Yep.
leave again. That's fucked up. And
Yeah,
for a
yeah.
team this for a team this famous, because if you telling me like freaking Everton or something, all right, man, you know what? They're a big club, but they don't compare to Barca.
No, no,
Barca's global, right?
I know. I understand it. For example, if that's like my childhood team, or that's like my neighborhood team or the local team that I
No, but you
support.
know what? Not even a decent club that's not as big as Barca.
Yeah.
Barca, when you think of soccer, you think Barca, Madrid, and maybe like City. That's it. And for a club that massive, they're gonna lose. I'm sure they're gonna lose some financial backup from other sponsors because of that. I wouldn't be surprised.
No, no.
So
It's maybe like they probably won't lose money, but just like maybe like sponsors are maybe thinking like
and players
yeah,
probably won't want players won't want to come play for a team
uh-huh.
it's
All the Brazilians hate us now, probably.
well. I mean, it's not, bro. What good Brazilian have we had recently? Name one.
I
None,
mean, I,
apparently.
Neymar. Who else?
Neymar, who betrayed us.
Rafinha? Question mark? Rafinha?
Raphinha
Yo,
has been good, don't you think?
Elias, don't ever compare Neymar to Rafinha ever again,
No,
bro.
I know. I'm
We are
trolling. I'm
not
trolling.
comparing, but he has been good. That's what all we
Yeah,
are saying.
Yeah. Rafinha has been good
I'll
this
still
season.
take, I'll still take,
He's been decent, in my opinion.
yeah, I'll still take Saudi money for Rafinha. So
Oh, I mean, for example, like we're gonna need that. But Ivo, you're talking about that point. Now what do the players think about this? Because if 1 minute you're saying, hey, Laporta, you're staying. I mean, Xavi, you're staying, and the next minute you say, hey, no, leave. Then like, well, what does that? What kind of message does that send to the
that's
squad?
why,
What
that's
message does that
why,
send to, for example, players like Gundogan or players like
and you know what?
Lewandowski?
I'm glad you brought up Gundogan right now because he's German.
No,
I know that right now he's waiting for Flip or somebody of
yeah,
that. Because again, the faster they get a new coach, the faster all this goes under the rug. You get me? And the faster they can worry about a big goal, which is trying to sign new players. I wouldn't be surprised if Gundogan is seeing us and being like, yo, Flip, get on the phone with Laporta, get this done as soon as possible. They need a coach that's as strong minded as he is to come in and be like, you know what?
yeah,
I know everything that has been going on. Forget about all that. We're here to play soccer. So I
yep.
mean, they gotta get this fixed ASAP. Fabrizio Romano was talking about this last week. It's already dragging on longer than it should.
Precisely, I would. The thing is, Laporta. In that video where I was saying, hey, Laporta, he wants to meet with Xavi at the end of the season. Why me at the end of the season? The season's already over with. Why you keep dragging this out? Because the thing is, we've already wasted 4 months of preparation for
Bro,
next
that's it.
season.
Just yo
Attacking
yo
him on the
just
day. Like,
make Sergio Roberto coach, bro. That's it.
Makes it you the coach. But the thing is, for example, like, just knowing which manager you want, it's also going to be, very helpful for the sporting management because, for example,
bro,
all the loanees that are currently outside the club, your Ansu Fati's, your Eric Garcia, your Paulo Torre, your Julian Araujo's, guys, are you guys telling me that Thomas Tuchel or Hansi Flick have watched a single game of Ansu Fati or anything like that? No, they haven't. It's been Xavi with Deco or Xavi with Deco. Looking at the players out on loan, saying, hey, you know what? For next season, I'm gonna be counting on Eric Garcia. You know what? Next season, Ansu Fati, he doesn't have the level required for Barcelona. So you know what? We can put him out on the transfer market. When Hansi Flick or whoever comes in, the new manager, when they come in, they're gonna be having to look at the squad and thinking, hey, I'm gonna be starting from scratch. I'm gonna be starting, in preseason, and I'm gonna be looking at these players now. I wouldn't have had those 4 months of preparation, to help me. I'm gonna have to, come to Barcelona and immediately start going. You know.
look, does Hansi Flick even want to come to Barcelona now after what Laporta did to him? Think about that too. Does he even want to come? Let's say we fucking sack Xavi. Does he even want to fucking come to
Well,
Barcelona?
well,
I think the
apparently,
answer is no.
well,
After what
apparently,
Laporta did to him, the answer is definitely no.
well, sorry, all I'm seeing is that Hansi Flick, he hasn't closed the door on Barcelona
Okay,
because because like
because
he
if
hasn't
it was
listened to
me
any other deal.
and someone betrayed me and backstabbed me like that, I
Yeah.
would not join the club.
Yeah, and I mean precisely. Like if you're looking at how,
As long as that Pini Xavi is agent of Hansi Flick, he will end up at Barcelona if he wanted it. Because Laporta and his agents are like,
yeah,
they are
no,
running
no,
the
no,
club
makes
right now.
sense. Um, we need to keep Xavi next season. He's the best option. Even though I'm Xavi out, I want to see him succeed because he's a legend. Well, I mean, of course, we want to see Xavi succeed. Like we want to see, all of our Barcelona legends or any manager of Barcelona
Yeah,
succeed because
obviously.
it
But
brings prestige to the
one
club.
thing is wanting him to succeed, and one thing
Yeah,
is he's not a good coach.
yeah. Wait, but don't you guys think that, for example, if we do keep Xavi, we're just gonna see the same, news being told
Yeah,
into
we
the
are
media,
because
just
there's
like
too much drama, and we're gonna see the same players play because we have no money. So it's gonna be almost exactly the same as last season. Maybe a few changes.
yeah,
Hopefully, we'll
This
play better.
look, look. This is what I'm
It's gonna
saying.
be the same. We're gonna have zero trophies because what
This,
Madrid is doing.
this is what I'm saying.
Everyone.
All right, Xavi, enough yapping. This is what I'm saying. Look, this club needs a coach yesterday. Because as soon as we get, ideally, he's a good coach. He's not a nobody. But we need someone that's going to go into a press conference and say, this was going to happen. Let's talk football. Because again, I think Hansi Flick will come. Is still very open to coming. We saw reports saying that he was trying to learn Spanish and all that. I don't know
yeah,
if that's still on the table. Dude, I think he's the best option. I think Laporta knows that too. It's a very different style of football from Xavi's style,
yeah,
which means that he is gonna be demanding new players and
yeah.
demanding the exit of some other players. If you really want a turnaround for this club, you need a completely different style. Thomas Tuchel, I don't think he will be that drastically different. Rafa Marquez, he's more of the play style of Xavi. I think Hansi Flick is the most distant comparison to Xavi, and that's probably what the club needs right now. Because we've been doing the same bullshit for years now. Yes, I get we won La Liga last year. So
Okay.
what? We didn't win shit this year.
Yeah,
So
look,
again,
we gotta throw the Barcelona way out the door, bro.
yeah, bro. Who knows? Maybe he comes back at some point. Maybe Xavi comes back in 5 years and wins again. That's not impossible. But I think Hansi Flick is the best option. If he's
The
still
Barcelona
available,
doesn't work anymore.
yeah,
Okay.
it doesn't.
Okay. Can Laporta win the next election if he stands as a candidate after
No,
using
no,
Messi name to
no,
win,
no. He can't.
then backstab him? Well, I
Bro,
mean,
he lied. Now all this drama.
well,
He's
okay, okay. Here's what I will say: the sporting side, some of the decisions Laporta has made has been incorrect, and some of his handling has been just completely wrong. But I will give props to Laporta in saying this: that the way that he's been able to financially recover Barcelona, whether that be him. Specifically, or whether, for example, it's other individuals that he appointed, such as which I'm referring to, Matteo Alemany, which you give huge props to what he did for Barcelona. He has managed to overturn and somewhat stabilize the club because Barcelona, in 2020 when COVID started and everything hit, it was really really bad. We were in a really bad situation. Um, Eric sees Eric Garcia as Maldini 2.0. If Xavi's going, then Garcia leaving. I'd sell Eric Garcia. We
Yeah,
shouldn't
but
forget Xavi as a player. Wait, what happened?
no, no, that there's so much going on with this team regarding like loans,
No,
players that are coming and leaving, that it's gonna take. I don't think the summer is enough for everything that has to change for this club. Even if someone like Hansi Flick comes in, so much needs to be done to make the club his way. That I don't
no.
know. I mean, I don't know everything that he could or would do.
No, no, precisely. This is why after Xavi has announced his decision, you should have been like, hey, you know what, new Hansi Flick, you have the job. Start working on Barcelona. Start looking at Ansu Fati. Start looking at Eric Garcia. Start looking at all these players, and start looking, for example, at Barcelona games now in January. That way, when you come in the summer, you already know what to do. You know, it just that's just incompetence from the club. We should forget Xavi as a player when we are judging his coaching style. We can't grow if we are stuck with that emotional stuff. 100%. 100% Ohagam. To be honest, I'd say Tuchel. He actually has experience compared to Hansi Flick. Well, to round off the episode, guys, and to finish things up, what's your number one option to be the manager, the next manager for Barcelona? Is it Xavi? Is it Hansi
Hmm.
Flick? Thomas Tuchel? De Zerbi? Thiago Mota? Rafa Marquez?
Okay,
Oof.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. What did Thomas Tuchel do with Bayern?
He took them to a semifinals of the Champions League.
And he lost to Madrid. And
Yeah.
I don't want to hear, oh, Madrid's the father of the UCL. I don't give a shit. I don't give a
No,
He
but
shit.
also
also he sadly had Harry Kane join their team,
All right,
and,
buddy. All right, all right.
that's
Alice,
a
listen
Harry
here.
Kane curse,
Alice,
bro.
look.
Harry Kane curse is
Look.
real.
I'm more interested in seeing someone like Hansi Flick come in, who has been I mean, when did he last coach?
Germany.
Hansi, yeah, the Germany
Germ-
team in the
Yeah.
Qatari.
Germany national team. And what did he do with that team?
No,
Gone.
but what coach has done what with Germany since
The
since
team
since
what?
2013? I mean 2014.
No, it's
So
been a
my
rough
point is
decade.
Thomas Tuchel has had enough chances with good teams and hasn't done shit. I don't want to hear the Chelsea UCL. I don't want to hear it. That's congrats.
But isn't that
To
included?
me, that's in the same level as Xavi winning La Liga last year.
Yo, but he also took
Ah,
PSG to
chill. They,
he
they
took
beat
PSG
Pep
to a final.
Guardiola. Yeah,
Yo,
exactly. And he beat
I
Pep Guardiola's Man City.
I'll stick to
An
what
American
I'll
with
stick
an
to my point.
American
I'll
playing
stick
with an American playing.
I'll stick to my point. Hansi Flick for to me is the better option. We'll
Okay,
see what happens. We'll see how long it takes. If this shit takes us into June and we're still not without a coach, we're fucked.
okay.
So
Saket, who's your number one choice to replace Xavi, or are you do you want to keep Xavi?
I want to keep Xavi, but
Okay.
if Laporta sags Xavi, he's running on. I think Laporta is running on 2004 vibes, like his first presidency. You know, he took
Yeah.
out Ronaldinho and Deco from the squad.
Yeah.
And bring in the new manager from the Barca B. Last season also he same did the same. He took out Messi and
Yeah.
big players like PK and all. And now he will end up promoting Rafa Marquez in the end, I think.
Okay, so you're going for Rafa Marquez.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I want Thiago Motta.
respectfully, Laporta can go fuck himself. But we'll see how long his presidential
Well, I
term
mean,
lasts.
like the presidential elections are coming up soon, so
Yeah, it depends on the next manager. If he appoints the new manager, then if he gets the next term or not, it depends on that manager what he brings to the team.
100%, absolutely.
So
Sebi.
that's why he's looking to sack Xavi because if like this we go into the next election, he is not coming already, and so he's trying to change the situation so that he can get the next term.
No.
I'm thinking because I know the Barcelona players actually love Xavi.
Yeah.
Apparently,
Yeah, they do.
they love Xavi. Like they didn't want him to leave. That's why
No.
I think he stayed. So like the only way I see him leaving, possibly if they sack him or he leaves for free. But other
Okay.
than that, if they sack Xavi, I would like to bring I hate them all. I hate them
You hit
all.
them.
They're all terrible managers in my Tuchel
Okay.
Tuchel Flick, but
Tuchel or Flick. Okay.
Tuchel.
Okay.
Nah. I
Interesting.
know who Xavi wants.
Who?
The World Cup winning coach,
Oh,
right?
no,
Right.
no. He needs to stay in
Scaloni
Argentina.
going back
He needs to stay in
You want
Argentina.
to be a new coach, huh?
No.
after 2026.
Yeah,
World Cup.
maybe after Messi retires.
Yeah. There we go. This is seconds on the money. Seconds on the money.
That's
But guys, we talked a lot on this episode. Definitely let me know your guys' thoughts on who should become the Barcelona manager. Should Xavi stay? Should Laporta sack him? It's a very convoluted and complicated question. And guys, this episode will be on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Also, if you guys want to join and also talk with us, feel free. Click on the link on Streamyard for all of for these type of episodes, and you'll be able to join. I wonder why Joaquim Lowe didn't name come up. Well, I mean, I do not want him anywhere near
bro. He's washed.
Barcelona.
He's
Yeah.
washed.
Did you see Victor Font's statement on Laporta? The things he said about Laporta is true. Yeah, it's true. But just because Laporta is doing things poorly doesn't mean that Victor Font is also going to do a good job. Uh, no, we saw that. The problem with Flick is that he's not able to speak either Spanish or English too. And now goes
Guess
in Flick's
what?
German.
We have a German midfielder. Wow, shocker, dog.
And so he's going to be spending time like becoming a translator
Yo, I
during.
don't give a shit, bro. You can have 10 translators. The issue should not be that you can't speak enough Spanish. I'm sorry, that should not be an issue.
Dead ass. I don't give a
uh,
fuck.
but right, guys, thank you guys all for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. Saket, thank you for stopping by. If any other viewers they want to join, for this episode, just click on the stream link, and we'll catch you guys all in the next video. Peace out, everyone.
All right, gang.